The web client, Tobias shows his screen. The web client is a web application written in React, and what you see here is the login mask of CBPay when it's accessed through the browser. Usually, the browser app, the React app, doesn't speak directly to the backend server. There's some proxy layer in between. The proxy layer is basically the REST API layer that we have discussed last time. So there is the possibility to so we expose the relevant endpoints with the REST API, right, which sits in between the back end and the front end. So, but when the user wants to log in, he takes the same credentials as he would use for the FAT client. And logged in. Of course, we can restrict certain credentials only to be used from the FAT client and not from the web client. So we can configure that such that if it shouldn't be allowed to access it via web, that's no problem. And one of the functionalities that we have there, or let's say all of the functionalities that we have currently there, are not functionalities that an administrator is interested in. It's more like an operational perspective. Here is, for example, is the service monitoring. So what you see here now is a dashboard that shows the relevant information about the system state. So what kind of active users are currently logged in. Tobias, can you click on that? Yeah, you see there is the sysadmin twice logged in, one time over the web client and the other time the FAT client that Tobias has running as well on his machine. So.
Yep, right here.
And here you see the monitoring functionality as it appears in the FAT client. So this information you see here is exposed to the web front end as well. And you can, all the cards are give you more details if you want. So you can click into, this is for the SEPA file processing. It shows which kind of, how many files and how many transactions are in which status of the whole processing, from correction, quality control, approval, signature, clearing output, embargo, sending error, etc. So that you get a direct information on how many transactions are in, with what value are in what state. Right? The same for Swift. Yeah, there's nothing.
Don't have any Swift payments in the system
right now. Yeah, okay. Rejected files, that shows files that have been rejected for some reason because of yeah, UTF-8 conformity is not valid, or some format is not correct, or some information in the message is not correct. Then it can land into a rejected state. Then you see it there. Here is the clearing queue. This is relevant for outgoing towards the clearing network. So when you have files that are declared by CBPay for sending, but for some reason the SEPA clearing service is not working, they will be stuck here, and you will be informed about that here. Automatic import, if you have some file system or queue where you import data from, you will see it here, and sending queue as well. Yeah. Okay, this is one thing that we have now. We built this web front end step by step up. It will be, I think we have not the goal to expose any functionality that CBPay has, but the most relevant and where is the most demand and need. The other part, which is relevant not for the payments operations guy, but let's say for management, is approval. So if you have high value payments, and that need a second or third eye approval, then we can expose that into the web front end. So you see a certain list of payments that need to be approved by someone who is authorized to do that. You can click on one payment, see the relevant details there, and then it can be either declined or approved. So that's it. As you have seen, this is what we have right now in the web front end. You know that we have this payment initiation REST API endpoints. We already had, in a former version, an Angular front end for the payment initiation. We are in the process of importing that into our current stack. So payment entering will be available soon there as well.